I am sure sports. You know me there, I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the date done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick-Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick-Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. Liverpool can't win anything, says Ricky Tang. Sorry, Liverpool. All right. Big up Ricky Tang. Yo, yeah, man. This is the EPL edition of the show, people. So sign up, sign on, jump on quickly so we can get into the meat of some of these matters. Indeed. Yeah, the EPL is back after a lengthy break for the World Cup. Right, the EPL is back. It's up. It is running this weekend. What we have done for this particular show is, as usual, well, we have pinned the link so you can join. Normally, and this is my bad. Normally, my co-host for this show is Stan Kroenke, but I didn't reach out to him because I wasn't sure there was going to be the show. So. I don't know. Maybe he will come on. I don't know. Let's see if he is available and if he can make it. That's Mr. Stan Kroenke. Yeah. Stan Kroenke, avid Arsenal supporter. So come on to the program, people, and hit the like button. Yeah, man, hit the like button. You understand me? Quick and fast. Gunners for life. Nitro in the building. Where are the Arsenal fans? In the house. Yes, indeed. We are blessed indeed. Where are the Arsenal fans? You understand me? Where are the Chelsea fans? Mr. Unseen Sports TV. Where is he? Where is he, Mr. Unseen Sports TV? Where is he? Yeah, man. Where are they? Where are the fans of the different clubs? Well, it's going to be a good one. So what we're going to do first, we're going to give you a look at the EPL table, right? Remember, the link is pinned, so you can always join. Big up Christopher Wright. I like this one. They were checking to see if the tables was tampered with. Um, yeah, man. All right. So we are going to give you the standings, right? So you can all see. That's the first thing we're going to do today. Show you the standing heading into this weekend set of fixtures. Manchester United, Arsenal for life. Come on, you Gunners! We are top of the league. We are top of the league. Yes, indeed. Come on, you Gunners. Big up Flavor Max TV. Yeah, I like to see the Arsenal faithfuls in the house early. Well, we see Ricky Tang, just a one Man U supporter. Don't see Bala Car. Don't see Fresh God. Those are the Manchester United. And oh my Lord. And Man U FC 45. Where are you? Yeah, Jesus peace, as I said, Fresh God. Here comes Fresh God in the building to support Ricky Tang, his fellow Manchester United fan. Where are the City fans? Not seen them either. They don't have a lot of fans, you know. There you go. Fresh God in the building. Where are the Leon Bill? Manu for life. Christopher Wright, me think of Liverpool you support. No, do you support Manu? All this time I thought you were a Liverpool supporter. I didn't know. So there you go, people. This is the top 6 clubs in the league. Let's give you. Yeah, there you go. That's the top 6 clubs in the league right now. Yep. How do you like that? So let's do it this way. Brown man, security in the building. So Arsenal, all teams, the top 6, they have all played 14 games. As you can see, Arsenal in their last 5 games, they have 4 victories and they have 1 drawn game. So they have 12 wins so far for the season, 1 draw, 1 loss, 33 goals for, right, 11 against. That gives them a goal difference of 22, and so they are 37 points, all right, at the top of the table. All right, they are the second highest scorers, and they are tied in terms of goal conceded with Newcastle. All right, and so in second place, we have Manchester City, who have played 14 games. They have 10 wins. They have 2 draws and 2 defeats. They have scored 40 goals, conceding 14. 26 is your goal difference. They are on 32 points. In third position are Newcastle, who incidentally, they have played a game extra. They have played 15 games. They have 8 wins. They have 6 drawn result, and they have only lost once this season. They have scored 29 goals. I think they are the 4th highest scorers in the league, but they are tied with Arsenal in terms of conceding the least amount of goals, and so they are on 30 points with an 18 GD, which is goal difference. And then in 4th position is Tottenham Hotspurs. Tottenham Hotspurs, they played 15 games, 9 wins, 2 draws, and 4 defeats. They have scored 31 goals, conceding 21. They have a goal difference of 10 with 29 points. Manchester United are in 5th position, having played 14 games, 1 less than Tottenham and 1 less than Newcastle. They have 8 wins. They have 2 draws and 4 losses. They have scored 20 goals, conceded 20. And so they have 0 in terms of GD, and they have 28 points. And then in 6th position, rounding off the top 6, we have Liverpool, who played 14 games, 6 wins, 4 draws, and 4 defeats. They have scored 28 goals, conceded 17. They are on 22 points. All right, so that is your top 6 in the EPL. Right, so let's go to the other 6 from 7th to 13, and then we'll go and do the final set of team. In 7th position is Brighton. Brighton has played 14 games. They have won 6, drawn 3, lost 5. They have scored 23 goals, conceding 19. So they have a goal difference of 4. So they are on 21 points in 7. Chelsea are also on 21 points with a 0 goal difference. They're right 17 for 17 against. They have 6 wins, 3 draws, and 5 defeats. Fulham, they have played 15 games, right? They have won 5, drawn 4, lost 6, scored 24 goals, conceded 26. They have -2, and they are on 19 points. Brentford are in 10th position to round off the top 10, having played 15 games. They have won 4, drawn 7, lost 4, 23 points, 23 goals they have scored, conceding 25, -2, 19, just like Fulham. Crystal Palace also are on 19 points in 11th position, having a GD of -3, having conceded 18, scored 15, 5 losses, 4 draws, 5 wins from 14 games. Aston Villa also played 15 games. They have 5 wins, 3 draws, 7 losses, 16 goals they have scored, conceded 22, -6 and 18 points. And then Leicester City, they are on 17 points with a 0 goal difference, scoring 25, conceding 25, 8 defeats, 2 draws, and 5 wins. All right, and the bottom 7 clubs begins with Bournemouth. Bournemouth has 15. There you go. They have 15 games they have played. 1-4, drawn 4, lost 7. They have scored 18 goals, conceding 32, -14 goal difference and 16 points. They are followed in 15th place by Leeds, having played 14 games. They have 4 wins. Right, they have 3 drawn results. They have lost 7, 22 points, and they have 22 goals for, 26 against. They have a -4 on 15 points. West Ham, the team that Arsenal will be playing tomorrow in the London Derby, they have played 15 games with 4 wins, 2 draw, and 9 defeats. They have scored only 12 goals, conceding 7. They have -5, and they are on 14 points. And Everton are also on 14 points, having played 15 games, winning 3, drawing 5, losing 7. They scored only 11 goals, conceding 17 with a -6. Like I said, on 14 points. In 18th position are the promoted Nottingham Forest, having played 15 games. They have only 3 victories. They have 4 drawn results, 8 defeats. They have scored only 11 goals, conceding 30. The most, tied with Bournemouth for conceding. Well, Bournemouth conceded 32. They have a -19 goal difference with 13 points. Then second to last is Southampton, having played 15, won 3, drawn 3, lost 9, scored only 13 goals, conceding 27. They're on -14, a team that Arsenal had a draw against, and they're on 12 points. And at the rear with their new coach is Wolverhampton Wanderers, having played 15. They have had right now 2 wins, 4 drawn games, 9 defeats, only 8 goals that they have scored. Wow, conceding 24, -16, and they are on 10 points. So that is the points table for you. All right, so that's the points table for you right there. So let's see what is going to happen as the league progresses this season. I also want to show you some of the stats here. You see the leading goal scorer is Erling Haaland with 18 goals. Harry Kane is on second on 12. Ivan Toney of Brentford has 10. Alexandra Mitrovic is on 9. Rodrigo Moreno of Leeds also has 9. Those are your top goal scorers in the EPL. In terms of the men with the most assists, Kevin De Bruyne leads the race. He has 9. Bukayo Saka is on 6. Alex Iwobi, former Arsenal player, out there at Everton, he has 5. Bernardo Silva of City has 5. Dejan Kulusevski has 5 from Tottenham, and Gabriel Jesus, who is out for Arsenal, he has 5. Man with the most yellow cards so far, and Anthony Gordon, meaning he has missed a game. Bobby Reed with 6, he has missed a game. Ruben Neves, he has missed a game. Bruno Fernandes should be missing Manchester United next game because he's on 5 cards, and it is 5 cards that leads to a suspension. Cheek Decore also misses Crystal Palace's next game with 5 cards. So too does Chris Meffam. He misses the next game for Bournemouth with 5 cards. Diego Dalot misses Manchester United next game, having picked up 5 cards. Now, what I don't know if these cards apply in the league, like how they play the Carabao Cup, if that is the actual game that they missed. And for those who played in the Carabao Cup, they could come on. Not sure about that. Harrison Reed also with 5. Ivan Toney with 5. James Madison. Joe Palina also with 5. Joe Linton with 5. Kenny Tete with 5 of Fulham. Guy of Crystal Palace with 5. Rodrigo Bentancur will be out for Tottenham with 5. All right. So those are the players with the most cards. All right. So let's go to the matches, right? And we're going to talk about the matches that are coming up this weekend. Now, some very, what I would call mouth-watering and intriguing lineup on this Boxing Day. A very, very special, what you call, time it is in terms of EPL Boxing Day fixtures. Always produces intrigue and, always a special time, very important and special fixtures. All right. And so here we go. The first game on Monday, the 26th of December, that's Boxing Day in Jamaica. It will be celebrated at Christmas Day. Brentford will be at home to Tottenham Hotspurs. Brentford will be at home to Tottenham Hotspurs. All right, so that's the first game on Monday. Brentford versus Tottenham Hotspurs. Now, what is your score prediction for this one? Yeah. What is your score prediction for this one? Brentford, in fact, I don't think Brentford has ever defeated Tottenham, right? I'm almost certain that they have never defeated them in the EPL. But let's give you a little bit about yeah. All right. All right, goals per game. All right, that's giving you the stats right there. I'm almost certain that Brentford has not defeated, or they have never defeated Tottenham in the league. So expectations are that Tottenham should win this one. But this Brentford team, I don't know. I am going to is Ivan Toney available for this game? Is Ivan Toney available, or he is available until his court case? How does it work? How does it work? Is he available to play, or or is the suspension, or is the fact that the case is going on? So coming into this game, Tottenham had they defeated Leeds 4-3. Then they played Motherwell and defeated them 4-0. They also played a practice game against Nice and they drew. For Brentford actually drew in a friendly 2-2 with Wolfsburg. They also they lost 3-1 to Celta Vigo, and and Bordeaux defeated them 2-1 as well. So they were playing some friendlies as they had a lot of players during that break. So they had a couple of games and didn't have the best of result. But I don't know. I have a feeling that this one is going to go in favor. I think this is going to be draw the game. Yep. Tottenham defeated Brentford 2-1. In 2023, they drew 0-0. But in 2021, Tottenham won both games. So, how do I go? How do we go, people? All right, I see 2-2 and I see 3-1. Tony is going to be playing until the verdict. Okay, with Tony playing, coming off the World Cup, who went deep for Tottenham? Romario, his name, the Argentinian, he will not be there in the defense. Hugo Lloris will not be there either. With those two players out, Harry Kane is probably going to play. Song, is he available? Not sure. Kulusevski is coming back though. Richarlison is back. Brentford didn't really have anybody per se at the World Cup, so I'm going Brentford to surprise Tottenham by 2-1. All right. The next game on Monday is we have several games at 10 a.m. Starting with Southampton hosting Brighton. Brighton, I mean, very good team. They are going to be missing Alistair McAllister, the Argentinian, the man who plays in midfield for them. He makes things tick in the middle of the park there with Caicedo, who is from Ecuador, who will be playing. Estupiñán is also back. I did mention the victory. That Nitro, that Wolfsburg 2-2 draw. So for that game, Brighton, I'm going to pick Brighton to edge this one 3-1 over Southampton. All right. Spurs 2-1. All right. I'm going Brentford. Don't know why, but I feel like Ivan Toney is going to stack up the goals before his verdict. All right. This is an interesting game. Newcastle versus Leicester City. Now, Newcastle really looked good in the Carabao Cup game. They won very easily. They scored 3 goals. What's his name? Their big forward who was out, he's back at Newcastle. So I think this is going to be a tough game. It's been played in Leicester. James Maddison, who didn't get a footing at the World Cup, is back. So they have all their players back at Leicester. Newcastle have been on good form, but I think this one is going to end in a draw. I think Leicester, I'm going draw game. What say you people? What say you for that one? I'm going draw. Leicester versus Newcastle. Now, Newcastle have a lot of fans out there, right? So I know they are probably, see, Duckland says Leicester too. So, these teams have two they're coming into this game on some good, what I call it, good form. The game will be played, like I said, at the King Power Stadium, right? So, Newcastle, I think, have like five games. In the last 5 games, they have 5 wins. For Leicester, they have 4 wins and 1 defeat. Right? And so their Newcastle, the average for Newcastle is above theirs. But I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, I don't know, man. Newcastle's defense is very strong. Christopher Wright says 3-1. Lots of goal this weekend. No, don't mix me. I said Newcastle. Oh, Duckland is saying Newcastle over Leicester. Oh, jeez. I like Newcastle. St. Maxim is also back. Callum Wilson didn't get a lot of time at the World Cup. Trippier didn't get a lot of time as well. The Newcastle team is very good, and they were in training, but so too is Leicester, because Leicester didn't lose a lot of players. No, Mendy, that midfielder went away. But the Leicester players didn't get a lot of action in the World Cup, so tough one to call. I'm going to go with, I think Leicester will score. I think Maddison is going to score. I think he's looking for a move. I think Tielemans is looking for a move in this winter transfer window. And these guys are going to put on a show in order to get moves or to negotiate with Leicester. All right. So I am going Leicester to win at home. Surprise win over Newcastle by 2-1. Yeah. All right. Crystal Palace versus Fulham. Crystal Palace versus Fulham. Mitrovic, Zaha. This could be a draw. This could be a drawn game. This could be a drawn game. I think it's a draw game, I think it's a drawn game. All right. I think that game is a draw. Fulham versus Crystal Palace. I'm going draw. There you go. Duckland and I say 1-1 draw. There you go. All right. Finally, Duckland. Oh, Palace 1, Fulham 0. Seem like Nitro loves all the London teams, I want to hear. Oh, well, let me see what Nitro said for Tottenham game, because looks like he's a man who loves the Brentford 2, Spurs new. Suspected that he would not have given Spurs the win as an Arsenal supporter. Yeah. All right. So let's move on. Wolverhampton Wanderers, they come into this game against Everton with their new coach. With their new coach, all players are back and up are running. Could this be the turning point for Wolverhampton Wanderers? I'm going to show them some love, because these are 2 teams that have lots of players. Well, have a couple of players who could end up representing Jamaica. That Everton team has Mason Holgate, who could represent Jamaica. Also Ben Godfrey, also Demarai Gray, and there's one other player there. How could I forget his name? Was at Burnley. McNeil. Isn't McNeil there as well? Or he's at Aston Villa. Yeah, McNeil. Let me get my bearings right. So you have all of those players, but I will say this. Wolverhampton Wanderers, Dwight McNeil, right? He's at Aston Villa, right? But he's at Aston Villa, right? Now, on Wolverhampton Wanderers, there is Dexter Ambekisi. He is, yeah. He's there. So let's see. But who is going to take it? I think the new coach Bounce is going to help Wolverhampton Wanderers. Yeah, so I am going to go Wolverhampton Wanderers to eke out a 2-1 win over Everton. Now, this is a big game. I think this is making or breaking point for Liverpool. Like, Liverpool needs to get maximum points from this game to stay in the race. If they restart their season with one more loss, I think it's going to be curtains for them in finishing in the top 4. This is how important I think this game is. Now, they are coming off a defeat on Thursday against Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. All right, they lost that game, and I did remember. I did mention Lembekisa at Wolves, Nitro, right? And Darwin Núñez, he has been, I would say, the much maligned Darwin Núñez, right? Now, Unai Emery, this is now, he has had time, and there may be a change in function of Leon Bailey at Aston Villa that I think is going to make it tremendous. The one thing with Aston Villa is that they will be without Emi Martinez in goal. Liverpool really have all players back. So, let me hear some prediction. Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Let me hear from you people. Let me hear from you all. Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Who is going to call it for me? Liverpool versus Aston Villa. Who is going to call it for me? Who is going to call it for me? Liverpool versus Aston Villa. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Because Liverpool is coming in. They have identical records, 3 wins, 2 defeats. Aston Villa, 3 wins, 2 defeats. So they're basically coming in. Paul Tierney will be the referee for that game. Right? But yeah. I think this is a tough game for Liverpool. I think it's a tough game. Christopher Wright says Aston Villa will win 2-1. Then Roderick Sharp says Liverpool will win 2-1. This is going to be a tough game. And for some reason, I think, Emi Martinez being absent probably will work against Aston Villa. I don't know. I just feel like he's very important to that team. And so I want to give Liverpool the edge. But I would not be surprised if this game ends in a draw. But if anybody is going to win, I think it is Liverpool. I also think that Leon Bailey is going to have a good one. I think he's going to do well under Unai Emery as coach. So I'm going draw on result, and if there is a winner, I think it's going to be Liverpool. All right. Now that's a 12:30 game. The final game of the day will be the Arsenal versus West Ham. Now, this is a very tricky game. It will be at the Emirates, where Arsenal have not lost all season or dropped any point. Right? They drew at Southampton and they lost at Manchester United. All right? They have had difficulties in the last couple of years with West Ham, though they have managed to have won and had victories. So they have the better record going into this game versus West Ham. Now, the team is without Gabriel Jesus, all right? Or Jesus, all right? And William Saliba is back, having been at the World Cup. France went to the finals. Will he be there to play? We are not sure. No, when Arteta did his interview, he said, well, he is back. He's here. He didn't get a lot of minutes at the World Cup. And the game is on Monday. All right. So what does that mean? I think he's going to play. I think William Saliba will start with Gabriel Magalhaes. Zinchenko has not been playing, so Kieran Tierney is going to be there, and Ben White. And Partey is there, Granit Xhaka, Odegaard, Saka and Martinelli, and he's going to start Eddie Nketiah up front and trust the youngster. But he has good enough substitution because you'll have in terms of options to score, Fabio Vieira, who has been playing well in the mid-season break. You also have who we can bring off the bench, right? In terms of goal scoring, the young Brazilian, I know Emil Smith-Rowe is in training, but he's not expected to be available. So I will say in the attacking era, they are very, very limited. Reece Nelson is also out. So they have Marquinhos as an option. Hopefully Zinchenko, who is also not really an attacking option. So I think the Gunners are very short-handed going forward. Very, very short-handed going forward. And they need to get a result out of this game to just keep their momentum going. And they need to get a positive result heading into the transfer window. So I am going to go West Ham. West Ham have been one of the lowest scorers. I think they have only scored like 17 goals so far. They have been struggling for the goals this season. And so Arsenal have one of the better defensive record. Ramsdale is back as well in goal, and Matt Turner is there. So I don't see them scoring 2 versus Arsenal. Arsenal will create opportunities. And Odegaard has been scoring a lot of goals in preseason. In fact, if Eddie Nketiah are not delivering the goods, I could see Arsenal removing him, pushing Odegaard even more like a false 9, and bringing on a Fabio Vieira or somebody like that to add offensive impetus to the game. And so I'm going to go Arsenal to win this one easily by 2-0 against West Ham to move to 40 points. Right? What say you? And I'm also saying that because I am an Arsenal fan as well, and I just figure though many people have little confidence in what the team is able to do this season, I think once we get to the transfer window and we get the Ukrainian to come in, the team is good, and can progress and can stay in the position that they're presently in. And so we'll have one more game before the window, which is on the. So I think we're going to go into the Brentford game and the Newcastle game without any new signing. If we get a new signing, the closest that they will be ready to play is against Tottenham Hotspurs on the 15th, right? So I think the Brentford game, right? So we have after this we have Brentford. After Brentford we have Newcastle. So we have Brentford on the 31st and Newcastle on the 3rd. If Arsenal can afford not to lose any of those games, pick up say 2 victory. If they Brighton, not Brentford, Brighton. If we can beat West Ham, beat Brighton, pick up a draw against Newcastle, heading into that Tottenham game, we should have our first signing. Meaning the player who should come in needs to come in from the 2nd of January and be getting into things in the team. And by that time, Emile Smith-Rowe will also be back, who can add a little bit. I see Duckland saying that the Gunners are going to be defeated 2-1 by West Ham. West Ham has not defeated Arsenal at Arsenal in a little while, so I don't see that happening. The best result I think West Ham can get is a draw. All right. Then we have Chelsea. These are Tuesday game, which is actually Boxing Day in Jamaica. Chelsea going up against Bournemouth. I think Chelsea will win this one convincingly. Picking Chelsea to win this one by 3-0. Don't see Bournemouth having enough to stop Chelsea. So Chelsea winning this one by 3-0. That's what I'm going with. So Chelsea to defeat Bournemouth. All right. That's Tuesday. Manchester United also plays on Tuesday. And I believe that they're going to defeat Nottingham Forest as well. I think this is going to be a convincing win for them as well. So I am going Manchester United 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Leeds playing at home to City. Tough game. Everybody's back. Kevin De Bruyne upset about the World Cup failure. So Silva. So I'm going easy 4-1 City over Leeds. Yeah, man. You know that. Hey, listen, people who can't follow Duckland, you know that if it is Arsenal, Duckland is going to counter it. You know, he's going to go up against Arsenal. You know, right, Duckland? Yeah. That's just friendly rivalry, right there. Yeah. So so Manchester City, I think 4, Leeds 1. I think Manchester United will defeat Nottingham Forest easily 3-0. So too Chelsea over Bournemouth. Arsenal, don't think Arsenal will concede. Mikel Antonio has not been firing. They have been placing a lot of faith in Scamacca, the Italian who they brought in Yeah, maybe he's settled, but just he's like a Darwin Nunes to me. They will score, but they are not prolific. Um, and this has always been my issue with David Moyes, that he seemed to, after a while he gets found out. He gets found out. So I don't see them beating. I don't see them picking up any points off Arsenal. I think the teams that Arsenal are going to face in this period that will give them the hard time, is that Brighton game away, because Brighton is a quality team. When they're firing on all cylinders, they have a very good coach who, even Pep, learn a few things in terms of building out of the back from, uses a lot of his build up plays in his coaching. That's what Pep did. So I think that this will be a tough game for Arsenal. Yep. So yeah. All right. So yep. So Chelsea, Bournemouth, Arsenal over West Ham. All right, let's go back through, right? So we have City over Leeds, Manchester over Nottingham Forest, Chelsea over Bournemouth, Arsenal over West Ham, Liverpool, Aston Villa. Many people undecided on that. The Liverpool fans will pick Liverpool. Some say it's a tough game. I think it could be a drawn game, and if anybody is going to win, though it's at Villa Park, I just feel like if Darwin Nunes puts away his chances, Liverpool will win. Is Diego Jota back? He was injured. If Diego Jota is back, Liverpool will win. Everton versus Wolves. That game. New coach bounce. Let's go Wolves to win. Crystal Palace, Fulham, team draw. Leicester City, Newcastle. I have Leicester winning. Some people say Newcastle winning. Brighton to beat Southampton. Tottenham and Brentford, very close game. Early game. Lloris out. Tottenham and Brentford. That is going to be. Oh, Jota is still out. Liverpool is going to struggle because Darwin Nunes. I don't know, man. Darwin Nunes he's not that guy. He is not that guy. Where is Demo? Demo has been long saying this. Darwin Nunes is not that guy. He's not that guy, man. He's not that guy. At least not yet. He could come good, but he's not that guy. I think Liverpool needs to go into the transfer market and find somebody who can score them some goals. They create enough opportunities, right? Who is this? Megri man also out until March. I don't know. Who is that? Who is that? I don't know. Who is out until March? Nitro, me not understand them things there. You have explained them to me, because maybe me have missed something. Who is Megri man? Don't have a clue who that is. Who is that Nitro? I don't know who you're talking, Help me. Who is that? I don't know. I don't know what he means. I don't know if it's a spelling error or he actually, that is actually someone. Yeah. Yeah, so those are the results. I mean, so looking forward to an exciting set of games come Monday, Boxing Day. There'll be some JPL games in the night that you may want to watch as well. Diaz is also out until March. Whoa. No, Zaha cannot be with Chelsea, and the window has not opened. Zaha cannot be with Chelsea. Chelsea signed the next forward, but they won't get the forward until in the summer. So why would they do that and still sign Zaha? That don't make any sense. They wouldn't do that, man. If maybe they're planning on signing Zaha, but they already signed a forward. The French player, he's going to be heading to Chelsea in the summer of next year. Zaha is still at Crystal Palace. He cannot. This is not like some joke league where he can actually be training with a team though you have signed it. So he's still at Crystal Palace. Yeah. Maybe they're planning on trying to go after him in the window, which would not be a bad buy. I think he's someone as well that though he doesn't play down the middle, I think if Arsenal could find a way of convincing Gabriel Martinelli to play down the middle, then Zaha could be a good signing if they're not getting the Ukrainian. But if they're getting the Ukrainian, that may be what they plan on doing as well. But I think Zaha is at a good place in terms of his game. And many teams probably be interested in him as... Yeah. Yeah, so very interesting time in the league. So, listen, we're going to close in like 7 minutes. So tell me, who do you want your team to get? Who do you want your team to get? Who do you want the team to get as the window looks to open? I think Arsenal should go ahead, get the Ukrainian. I think they should go ahead and get Tielemans, seeing that he wants to come to Arsenal, because you want to deepen your squad. People contending for positions. They have a left back that they plan on getting in the summer. Left side is centre back. No Gunners, boss. That goalie was at Arsenal and we sold him. We sold him to Aston Villa. And we bought Aaron's Ramsdale. So that goalkeeper is not coming back to Arsenal. We sold him to Aston Villa. Emi Martinez. Yeah, but Bellingham looks like he's set on going else. Listen, some players, Nitro, they don't want to go to certain teams, and I don't think you should get players who don't want to go to certain teams. There's a guy, a Brazilian who plays for Atletico Madrid, doesn't score a lot of goals, but he is taller and works just as hard as Gabriel Jesus. Very, very cheap. I think he's a different kind of striker, and I would have him at Arsenal, even if it's on loan to well, you know what? Unless Eddie Nketiah is going to score. All right. But I would also go after Amrabat. That's a good CDM that if something goes wrong with Partey, he can come in. If I get Amrabat and I get Tielemans with Modric, the Ukrainian, I think that's a good team to finish out the season. And if you win or finish in a Champions League position, you have some money to strengthen further in the summer. Yeah, but you know, Nitro, there's also Will a Premier League team go after Memphis Depay? Memphis Depay is available for 2 million euros. That's 1.8 million pounds. That's what Barcelona are willing to part ways with Memphis Depay. Will Memphis Depay leave though and take less salary, and at what club? That's the thing. I don't think he'd fit into the Arsenal kind of a play, all this pressing and running and working. I don't think so. I think a lot of these rumors that are even Gakpo, a lot of the rumors, a lot of people kind of are disappointed in how Gakpo finished out. They just felt like he never offered enough. So like even his value, I don't think it has risen too high out of the World Cup. I don't know, man. But Joe Felix, I think Atletico want a huge loan fee for him. Jamal Musiala. You know who Arsenal wants to get? The American. Musa, who was an Arsenal player that left Arsenal because he wasn't getting enough playing time. I don't think Memphis is coming back to England. Don't think he's coming back to England. Because like I said, I think he flopped in England. People, we're watching, right? As we are about to close the show. Yeah, in a jiffy. Please remember to hit the like button, share, and also please subscribe to I Am Sure Sports. Also want to remind you, right? It's still Super Friday. And if you did not leave your super sticker earlier today, you need to do so before we close the show. All right? We're about to close, and you don't want to miss that. Yeah. So looking forward to some good game. Looking forward to the window being opened. There is lots and lots of things happening, not just in Europe, but even with some of our Jamaican players. I mean, I wonder if there's a move on the card for even Shamar Nicholson. Could a move be on the cards for Shamar Nicholson from Russia? Given like things don't seem to be changing in terms of what is happening in Russia with the conflict with the Ukraine, could he be moving in this winter break? Right? Is that something that we might see? What about there are some players we heard that Whisper is headed to Europe. How will that pan out? You understand me? Is that the next move for him? Where will it be? Our JPL players, some going to USL, some going to other North American leagues to play in. How many of them are really heading to Europe to apply their trades over there or to go on trials? And how will that impact the local, league? Where could Shamar Nicholson go? Is it the Premier League? Is that the next level? Or is it the championship? Or would that be a downgrade if you left from the Russian first tier to play in the second tier in England? Could it be a move to France? I don't know. So yeah. This is Jamal Low you're talking, right? Nitro. Listen, and a lot of people have been talking about Omari Hutchinson that Jamaica needs to cap him fast because England is an England that. Listen, people. All right. Man is not going to give out a lot of details, but don't worry about Omari Hutchinson. In time, you will see him in the Jamaican colors. Right? So don't worry. Thank you, Roderick Sharp, for the super. Yeah, man. Super Friday. There you go. Awesome, awesome people. Thank you so much. Look at all of this, man. Wonderful, wonderful. Not in the festive colors, which is good as well, but it's in yellow. Is yellow a Christmas color? It's red and green, right? So, not in the festive color. But with what is going on, the next question is in terms of transfer. With what is going on between Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe, will both of them still stay in Paris after in January? You know that Neymar and Messi are very close, and there were issues before, right? There were issues before between the players. Will they be able to play together, or will we see Paris moving Messi on? What say you? Or will they work it out? Okay, Damian Lowe. Okay, Damian Lowe to Sheffield. That would be interesting to see him in England. Yeah. Big up Christopher Wright. New green, so he had to put his super sticker in green. Remember, it is Super Friday still. And so before we come to a close, if those of you who have not yet, you can go ahead and do that and contribute. All right. Javian Brown has the skills for at least the championship. Hey, championship not easy, you know. I saw Burnley versus Manchester United. Burnley is coached by Vincent Kompany. The championship have some high quality, some good footballers. Let me say that. Good footballers in the championship, you know. So don't underestimate the quality of the championship, you know. Don't underestimate it, right? Liverpool to win the league. Okay. Demo, what is your prediction for Liverpool's game tomorrow? You said they're going to win the league. They play Aston Villa at Villa Park. Darwin Núñez still not scoring. Diaz is out. Jota is out. Can you beat Aston Villa? And if you lose tomorrow, if you lose Demo on Monday, does it affect your chances of, according to you, winning the league? Didn't Messi renew his contract before the World Cup? Things took a bit of turn at the World Cup and after the World Cup with all the statements, you know. So what you think? Come on now. People, I want you to screen record Demos. Demo says Liverpool 3, Aston Villa what? 11? Or oh no, it's 1. And then it says, I told you. Oh, not underestimating the championship at all. Justin Javian is improving. Yeah. I'd love to see some of these Jamaicans go to. Like, I'd love to see some of the Jamaican players play in the Bundesliga. I think like the Bundesliga is good for like Javian Brown. With his speed out there on the wing, I think it would be with the high line that most of the German teams play. I think like he would flourish in the Bundesliga. In my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my football IQ is very, you understand me. But I think like the Bundesliga would be good for players like Javian Brown with his pace and speed and his physical attribute that would work for him. Oh, so you're saying that Messi signed a 2-year extension after the World Cup? Really? Really? Demo, tell me if Chad is right. Messi signed that contract after the World Cup? No, man. Chad, me believe you still, but me have to get confirmation. Jason, Demo, tell me, when was that Messi contract signed? After the World Cup? Oh, yeah, he just did. Big up, Chad. Demo said he just did. Whoa. Oh, geez. You hear this now? Contract not signed yet. Demo, you hear Jason saying contract not signed yet? Or they have given him a new contract? Oh, geez. They agreed to give him a new contract, or he has agreed to the contract and he has committed to signing. To a whole lot of different things that, that is what I want you to know, Aston Villa won't have Emmy, and the backup keeper out too. I expect a lot of goals. We just created a host of chances versus Man City with Thiago and the kids playing midfield. Okay? Yeah. All right. So I know that is where I did bring up that demo that Emi Martinez and the other keeper will not be there. I did bring that up, which could affect Aston Villa. I just think though that the Dwight McNeil, Leon Bailey, Ali Watkins will give the Liverpool defenders a warm time. All right. Yeah, man, leave. All right, so people, all right, this is some of these players. Like leave. One of the things I love about the new national coach, that he's aware of the players. And one thing I know about him is that he wants to personally meet with the players. And so he's making effort to do all of these things. So he's a very good center back. People need to start watching him. All right. But with his quality, then you have problems. So I would say, because a lot of, all right, I don't like this. All right, you see, sometimes a lot of people who say the players are interested, all they do, they may go on, they don't have no contact with the players. Believe me when I tell you that they have no contact. They don't have any contact. And we hope that players like Levi Colwill will represent Jamaica. But I know that there are 3 other Premier League players who we will highly likely, it's more to happen than not happen, see when we play against Mexico. New players, in addition to those who are already representing us. Let's put it that way. All right. Paris Saint-Germain reached a verbal agreement with Lionel Messi to extend the contract. It's a verbal pact to continue together. PSG, no decision yet on length of contract and salaries though. So Demo, they not sign no contract. Only say the money. All right, hey Demo, you just put up there that he has signed an extension. He has not. And remember, some of this Mbappe thing came up afterward. Yeah, you understand me? Because Mbappe seemed to have a problem with Messi. I don't know. Yeah, because, all right, Demo just posted that. I guess he just copied it from Fabrizio Romano, all right? And he just put up here, Messi just signed a new contract. Then the same Demo put up down here, which one of these statements should I run with, Demo? Demo, which one of these statements I should run with? Not answering now, bro. Yeah, I think Mbappe need to relax, man. And understand him have to respect the legends. Messi's ahead of him, and look at Messi's body of work, man. His time will come. His time will come. He needs to just relax. Show a lot of respect to people like Messi, that you're able to play alongside him. That's what Mbappe needs to do. And try and win the Champions League, because he, in and of himself, he can't do it. You need Messi. And you need Neymar. Those guys have been there and done that. You have not. You need them. Good player, high quality player, but just keep calm. Don't get ahead of yourself. Know your place. That's it. Know you're upset and sing, but it's done, man. Move on. Yeah, man. Yeah, Nitro, man. We know Keith Kelly, man. Keith Kelly was affected by injuries, man. I think, like, you see, when Keith Kelly left to go to PSG, Jamaica was more, we had more knowledge about how Europe and those things work. I think he'd have exploded. Keith Kelly, to me, if not for injuries, that knee injury and stuff, you know, he's in one of the small islands. I mean, I'm going to try to reach out to him again, because we were supposed to do an interview last year. Hopefully it can happen. Well, this year, hopefully it can happen next year. But Keith Kelly, to me, if it wasn't for injuries and just, you know, him moving so young without the proper things around him, I think he would have probably been like ahead of Ricardo Gardner in terms of achievement and accomplishment. He was, people, Keith Kelly was good. Keith Kelly was like a fast version of Andy Williams. You know, Andy Williams is good with free kick, passing the ball, dribbling, holding on to the ball, that low center of gravity. Keith Kelly is like that with a lot of pace. Dimo, I'm confused. You said the man is out enjoying, the deal is done. How the deal is done and the man not signed the thing yet, Dimo? The deal not done yet, Dimo. Him not sign it yet. You say him sign it, Dimo. You look like you out to enjoy the win of the World Cup, Dimo. That's what it looked like to me. And it's 2 days ago, Mbappe put out the thing. What the mad thing he put out? Some madness? Like, well, you know, some of these things are rumors that at his request, they're asking Lionel Messi to basically cut short his to come back to PSG, which should cut short his celebration of the World Cup victory. Man said, Dima, believe you to Jason, Aya. Believe it to Jason. Man said the verbal agreement is Dimo, you know what I need to ask you? What do you think of Trent's treatment at the World Cup? Big up Natty Congo. Yeah, man. Keith Kelly was just injuries, man. And I think like he never had the right management over him to manage his career. Like the agency thing wasn't as good as it is now. Yep. All right. Yeah. Rajic Sharp says ESPN had their sports show on Wednesday and have sources telling them that he has agreed to the contract for 2 more seasons. All right. Trent wasn't going to play. I don't feel no way. Yeah. All right, boss. All right, boss. So Debo, so who starts at centre back for Liverpool now? Kanote and Van Dijk? Yeah? Okay. Listen, hear this man now. Fab is the goat. Everybody's goat nowadays. I am the goat at YouTube. You understand? Everybody, listen, too much goat. Everybody got called goat. No, you understand me? The goat thing I get too common now, man. Jeez and peace. Like, my God. All of a sudden, Fabrizio Romano is no goat. Curry goat. It's a goat head soup. Oh, man. All right, remember to hit the like button, to like and to share. Also, make sure that you subscribe if you have not done so yet. But Fabio is really the goat still. Fabio Romano got some Arsenal stories wrong. Like the one with Vlasovic. We can give you some more name. Yeah. So when you have Gomez, Van Dijk, and Kanute, who starts, Dimo? Which two? For Liverpool. E-boy's third choice. Oh, Matip and Van Dijk. Okay, all right. So the big old friend centre back of a Rob bench. The man who got to the World Cup advanced rather than Van Dijk. What's his name? Matip, not even make. I forgot Rob bench. Man soon leave Liverpool as soon as in contract run out. Him gone. You hear? Gone. He can't. Nasty man. Bench. Hope Arsenal can re-sign Saliba quickly too. Extend his contract, Martinelli and Saka. Alrighty. I mean, is that it? EPL is back and Arsenal continue their good run without Jesus. Will Liverpool resurgence continue? We will see. We have, we did earlier today, we did a video about the JFF, the election and all of that. Tomorrow we will be doing a show with a member of the JFF coming to explain that. High-ranking member of the federation will be on tomorrow. One of the highest ranked persons within the JFF will be coming on to explain to us how the whole voting work and how the affiliation and all of that works, how the 56 vote works, and what happens if there is what happens in cases where some of those affiliates are not in compliance with the process of affiliation. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Martinelli extended yet? No. Are you answering the question that you're asking me, Dimo? Martinelli has verbally basically agreed. So to a Saka. Saliba, there is agreement, it's just like agent fees and basically what with Saliba is that Arsenal want to have him extend it for long. And they are saying that, listen, if I extend it for long, I have to get the high salary now. Like, because he's really on around 30 or 40,000 pounds, So, what Arsenal wants to give him, he would be tied down to that for the duration of the extension. What he's saying is that if I continue to grow, I would I would basically command, for example, by year 3, I could be commanding or getting easily 200,000. But you want me to sign right now for 100. If I sign for 100 right now, even when I improve, I'm still getting 100. Pay me 180 now, right? Knowing that I'm going to improve to worth 180. Because once I sign this, no matter how much I improve, it's what I'll be stuck with. So that is what they're trying to work out on the Saliba's request. Yeah, but up before all of those guys, even Saka was getting 30 and Martinelli was getting 40 pounds. Remember, Demo, those are young guys coming through. Saliba came through at 40 million pounds. Same thing with Saka. Saka recently, they moved up his contract and they want to extend it further. Emil Smith Rowe, those guys were getting $30,000-$40,000. You didn't know that, man? Arsenal problem wasn't those players, you know. It was the Ozil, Aubameyang, the Lacazettes, those higher salaries that was affecting the stuff. That is why they reduce their losses significantly. Almost broke even this season or this financial year. Think today's goalkeeper Damien Hyatt birthday down there at Dumbeholden. Hyatt, Damien Hyatt, keeper, bless up yourself. Happy Earth, strong, happy birthday. Tomorrow is Ricky Teng, the Manchester United supporter birthday. Happy birthday, Ricky Teng, not 10, T-E-N-G, Teng. Big up yourself, Ricky Teng, and the Earth strong. And Southie's birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday, Southie. The man just turned 45. Understand me? That's what I heard through the grapevine. So happy birthday to Southie as well. Big shout out to Southie. A lot of you know him because he calls the radio as well, but every now and then he pops in. An ardent Liverpool fan. They call him a Messiite because he says Messi is the GOAT. Good. You understand me? So big up Southie on your birthday. Ricky Teng, when your birthday come, big up to you as well. You understand me? And Hyatt, big up yourself. You're earth strong today. Yeah, man. All right. So people, that is it for the show. Right? Again, remember, before we run out of town, if you have not yet done your super sticker or super chat for the Super Friday, it's not too late to do so because we're going to close the SHOW, right? So make sure you do that right now. Make it before it is too late. You understand me? Yeah, man. So you don't know this is Manning's, man. Respect to every single one of you. Again, stay safe. Listen, it's a Christmas Eve. Yo, nobody go out the road and go get in a problem with nobody. See your yard, you know. Understand me? Keep your money in your front pocket. Make sure you see a plastic you use and not paper. Understand me? Don't use no paper money this Christmas. Be a plastic money. Plastic money we are dealing with. Plastic money we are dealing with for this festive season. You understand me? Yeah. All right. So, my name's man. This has been I Am Sure Sports, and as usual, when it gets to this point, we say we are over and we are OUT out of here.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New Erdis, the body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Race, Galtigo Bay, everywhere. I Am Sure Sports, check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Yeah. Someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.